Welcome back to my channel one more time. Welcome back. We have seen Meghan Markle's podcast. Now, Dupers Delight. I'll be sharing with you a video that was posted showing Meghan Markle is actually celebrating her success. Yes, success, quote unquote. Why? I'll explain to you in a second why I said it is not a success according to me and according to actually most people. I will explain that in a second, but this is the video that I'll be sharing with you. As you can see behind me, this is Meghan Markle dancing, having fun. She is excited about what is going to happen next after this huge, again, quote unquote, success. Number one reason why it will not be successful. Remember, Me Too movement already started that aimed at protecting women's rights. We have seen how this movement dwindled a lot. People are not talking about this anymore. It was a trend. This is exactly what Meghan Markle's podcast is. It is just a temporary trend. Yes, it is ranking number one as podcast around the world, but this is a trend just like Me Too movement, because both, the reason I'm saying why it will be like Me Too movement is because both of them have similar interest, similar audience. Therefore, just like Me Too movement, this is going to actually fail too. So again, before I share with you the video, and the video is so cringy. I mean, I took my eyes away from it, believe it or not. This is how cringy it was. Number two, we have no data about archetypes. Okay, December 2018, only thing that we know about podcast, Spotify podcast, is about this podcast named Serial, quote unquote, Serial. December 2018, they had 420 million total downloads, made that podcast the most successful. Also in 2011, there was this podcast called Gervius that was downloaded 300 million. Archetypes, they have no data. It is just being launched less than even 3 days. I think it was launched 2 days ago, and they are already claiming the trophy. Number three, Dupers Delight is too much what happened. So let's take a look at this video. The Dupers Delight, it is, I mean, they blew it out of proportion. This is how they have reacted, this whole fan followers. As you can see, this is the video. Meghan Markle is dancing, and I'm going to play the video in a second, but as you can see, Meghan Markle is about to dance. Are you ready to take your eyes away from it? Are you ready to shut your eyes? Let's take a listen. Number four, some are already asking Spotify. There is this expert. He said his name is Darren Grims. He's expert in podcast and how these deals are being done. He is telling Spotify, take your money back. Remember that 15 million or 18 million, I think 15 million pound and 15 million 18 million US dollar. They are asking Spotify to take the money back. Remember, this podcast was all about not just Meghan Markle, but it was also about celebrity. Serena Williams, she came, I'm not sure. She came to the podcast. The next one would be followed by somebody else. I think she's also a super star or super actress something. But we know that Meghan Markle's connection, her reach in the Hollywood industry, in the sports industry, is not too far.
For people like Harry and Meghan, and I'm not bashing, I'm simply saying the facts, you know, a lot of Hollywood stars have pulled back from their association with Harry and Meghan, and as ever we have to say allegedly. This is because when Catherine and William do hit America, they simply will be the only show in town.
She was ditched by the Clooney family, Obama family, many other Hollywood celebrities, Jennifer Aniston. They all regretted to have any connection with Meghan Markle, and they did not invite Meghan Markle. For example, Obama, he did not invite Meghan Markle to his birthday. The point here is not about Obama or this or that. The point here is that she doesn't really have that popularity the way she thinks she has. Other than Prince Harry, she really has nobody else, and Serena Williams and maybe Priyanka Chopra and some other people, she really doesn't have those support. This is right now sitting at number one for the podcast in terms of success, day one, day two. But as we progress in the coming days, we'll see there is going to be a huge drop. The reason for that is because, remember, her podcast is popular in certain countries. US people who are watching her podcast, they are watching, most of them, as we have shown you the survey, her popularity is not high at all. In fact, it is sitting at negative. Most of the people in the States who have watched this podcast or listened to this podcast, they have done it so because they just were curious. Not necessarily they are going to follow Meghan Markle, not necessarily they believe in her cause, because remember, her cause is something already people talked about in the Me Too movement. So she got a lot of views, a lot of people tuned in simply because they were curious. I was curious. I'm sure you were curious too. So this number will decrease and it will drop dramatically. Why? Because people who quenched their thirst, right? They fulfilled their curiosity and found out what Meghan was talking about in the first podcast. They're not gonna go again and waste their time, because this is a complete waste of time. There are a few reasons. Number one is because remember, Meghan Markle, every time she talks about something, she does the exact opposite. She talks about women, how to protect them and this and that. Like, who are you? Have you faced this kind of stereotypes? You married, a prince. You're living in a comfort, Montecito mansion. Why would people take you as a role model? Why would you even preach this topic? I don't understand at all. Why would you preach this topic? Who are you? Are you qualified? Have you experienced something like this that you can actually relate to with many people? No. You are sitting in Montecito mansion thinking that, well, if I do this, people will watch, people will listen, people will follow me. Just like she wrote a letter to the Congress about parental leave and whatnot. What happened? Nobody cared. Just like that, when she will be talking about women's equality and this and that, you have my word, nobody is gonna care, because we do not have a strong role model. If it was somebody else who was a victim, and they wanted to tell us their story, of course we will tune in. Of course we will have some sympathy, whether we like that person or not. At least for that story, we will be able to relate with them and feel that empathy for them. But Meghan Markle, like, you have been bragging about everything. Now if we do listen to you, if we do tune into you and give it a big success, you are gonna brag about it. Hey, I did a podcast and this is what happened, and just like you are doing right now. So no, you are not doing it for sincerity. You are not showing any sincerity. Rather, what you are doing is really trying to get more attention, try to get a more brand deal, and try to put some content out there, because this deal was made 2 years ago, and they were promised to be paid 15 million or 18 million US dollar, and they made nothing from it. So Spotify now, they are saying like, yeah, you need to do something about it. And Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, we know they are not skilled people. They have no skill, literally. So now they're going to Serena Williams, they're going to these people, that people, trying to grovel to them and tell them, hey, come to my podcast because I need some publicity. And they're said, guys, new here, consider a subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.